For the last 3 years, we've been talking to AI. We asked it to write emails, summarize PDFs, and generate images. But as we enter 2026, that era is officially over. The market has moved past the chatbot hype and into something far more disruptive, agentic AI. While geopolitical shocks, like the Venezuela crisis, dominate the headlines, a silent structural revolution is happening in the background. AI is no longer just talking, it's acting. It's managing supply chains, executing complex financial trades, and running entire corporate departments autonomously. Today, we're breaking down the trillion-dollar Agentic Super-Cycle and how it's rewriting the rules of wealth in 2026. What is an agent? Think of a standard AI as a smart intern you have to give instructions to. An AI agent, however, is a senior manager. You give it a goal like optimize our shipping routes to avoid the Caribbean conflict. And it doesn't just give you a list. It logs into your logistics software, contacts suppliers, negotiates new rates, and updates the tracking system. In 2026, this is possible because of the Model Context Protocol, a new global standard that allows AI to plug into any software. For the first time, AI's hands. It can use tools, browse the web, and make decisions within a bounded autonomy framework. To fuel these agents, the big 5 tech giants are spending at a scale we haven't seen since the build-out of the national power grid. We are witnessing a $1 trillion capital expenditure boom. This isn't just about chips anymore. It's about energy. To run millions of autonomous agents, we need massive data centers, some requiring over 5 gigawatts of power. That's 5 times the output of a large nuclear reactor. As an investor, the Agentic Super-Cycle isn't just a software play. It's an infrastructure and energy play. The silent winners of 2026 aren't just the AI labs. They're the companies building the transformers, cooling systems, and power lines. Nowhere is this shift more evident than in finance. In 2026, 44% of finance teams are now using Agentic AI, a 600% increase from last year. Banks like JP Morgan and HSBC have deployed agents that monitor millions of transactions in real time. They don't just flag fraud, they investigate it, freeze the assets, and file the regulatory paperwork before a human even wakes up. In wealth management, agents are now handling 40% of manual prospecting, allowing human advisors to focus purely on high net worth relationships. If you're invested in the banking sector, you need to ask, is your bank using agents to cut costs? Or are they being left behind by the AI-native fintechs? Geopolitics is the ultimate test for agentic AI. When the Venezuela shockwave hit, traditional supply chains were paralyzed 4 days as humans scrambled to find new oil sources. But companies using agentic orchestration didn't blink. Their agents detected the risk signal in milliseconds, automatically scanned for alternative suppliers in West Africa and the Middle East, and locked in futures contracts to hedge against the price spike. Recent data shows that agent-led supply chains have seen a 30% reduction in delivery times and a 12% drop in fuel costs this year alone. In 2026, resilience isn't just about having a backup plan. It's about having an agent that can execute it instantly. There is a hidden tax on this autonomous economy: electricity. Every agentic decision consumes watts. This is why the Magnificent Seven are now the world's largest investors in nuclear and geothermal energy. In 2026, we are seeing the emergence of power-gated growth. A tech company can have the best AI in the world, but if they don't have the gigawatts to run it, their stock is dead money. This has turned boring utility stocks into the new AI darlings. The market is pricing in a decade of unprecedented electricity demand, making the energy grid the backbone of the trillion-dollar AI trade. What about the jobs? The narrative has shifted. 2026 isn't about the job apocalypse. It's about the managerial pivot. White-collar workers, lawyers, accountants, consultants are transitioning into agent managers. Instead of doing the work, they oversee a fleet of agents that do 90% of the heavy lifting. While this boosts productivity, it creates a massive skill gap. Companies that can successfully reskill their workforce are seeing EBITDA improvements of over 5% annually, while those stuck in manual workflows are watching their margins evaporate. Wall Street is losing patience with AI hype. In 2026, the market is conducting a brutal AI war audit. Investors are no longer rewarding companies for just mentioning AI in their earnings calls. They want to see the 2.3x return on investment that leading firms are now reporting. We are seeing a divergence. Trailblazer companies that spend 30% of their AI budget on agents are seeing measurable gains in EBIT, while those stuck in the experimentation phase are being punished by shareholders. In this cycle, execution is everything. Here is the most fascinating trend of 2026. AI agents don't have bank accounts. They prefer to transact on-chain. As agents begin to hire other agents, for example, a marketing agent hiring a data cleaning agent, they need a way to pay each other instantly and without borders. This is driving a massive surge in machine-to-machine payments using stablecoins and DeFi protocols. The autonomous economy is creating its own financial system, one that is faster, cheaper, and operates 24/7. This is the secret reason why Bitcoin and Ethereum becoming essential parts of the 2026 institutional portfolio. Who wins the infrastructure war? It's no longer about who has the biggest LLM. It's about who owns the agentic ecosystem. Microsoft, Google, and Salesforce have all launched agentic platforms this year. They want to be the Windows of the AI era, the operating system where all your agents live and work. The Model Context Protocol (MCP) is the new battlefield. The company that sets the standard for how agents talk to each other will control the flow of global commerce for the next decade. Is this a bubble? Some analysts point to the 40% of agentic projects that are forecast to fail by 2027. But unlike the dot-com bubble of 2000, the 2026 AI boom is backed by real earnings. Companies aren't just buying .com domains. They are replacing expensive, inefficient manual processes with software that pays for itself in 13 months. We are in a rational boom, where the winners are those who can integrate these agents into the core of their business, not just the periphery. So, how do you position yourself? First, look at the energy backbone, the utilities and infrastructure firms powering this shift. Second, focus on the agentic-ready enterprises, the banks and retailers that are already seeing ROI from autonomous workflows. And third, maintain your hard asset hedge as the AI economy accelerates. Traditional pillars like gold and the USD remain the ultimate stabilizers against geopolitical shocks. The Agentic Super-Cycle is the biggest wealth creation opportunity since the dawn of the internet. But in 2026, speed is the only advantage. The agents are already moving. Are you?